Okay. All right, welcome to your mat. You can shift side to side to get settled down and in. The eyes can close, palms down on those knees to ground us. Make sure we aren't tipping forward on that in the pelvic area. So a nice, even sacrum, the spine rising, shoulders dropping. Today's class is all about being open. Open and flexible, certainly in our bodies, but also open in our minds and spirits. So seeing our practice as a chance to work with receptivity, being open to what is, whatever arises, and to try and stay steadfast and at ease with all that comes. So let this practice be a chance for us to be curious and quiet, steadfast and persistent, reflective and responsible, open and ready to receive. Breathing in deeply, letting it all go. The eyes can open and we'll come on to our hands and knees and move back slowly into a child's pose, knees together or apart, and receive this shape. It's no mistake that it's called child's pose. It is this receptivity to being quiet and connected to the earth. Open, inhaling and exhaling. Knowing that this shape is one that keeps our knees and ankles healthy, that gets into those shoulders and helps our digestion. Letting each shape do its work on us and in us. Take one more breath and come back to hands and knees, toes tuck, and we lift into a down dog, pedaling your feet. So rather than thinking about taking a posture today, think about receiving the posture. That each posture can be viewed as this gift, this thing that we get to open and experience with wonder and delight. Inhale and exhale. Planting the hands, gently lifting at those hip points like you want to touch the sky, and the heels pull gently toward the earth. Take 2 more breaths, continuing to open in the shape. And now walk your hands back towards your feet, starting with your right hand. So right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Bend your knees, grab those elbows and sway side to side. If you want to straighten the knees, you can. Here we have this gentle pulling on the spine, opening along the back side of the body. Bend those knees, place the hands back on the earth, walk forward into plank, starting with your right hand. So right, left, land in plank. With some postures, it's a little easier to feel the gift of the shape. Sometimes it feels like more work, like in this shape, knees can be up or down. But this kind of posture gives us the gift of core strength that helps us feel balanced, strong, ready to meet whatever is next. Relax those shoulders, one breath. Now walk your hands back, this time starting with the left hand, so left, right. Bend those knees, extend your arms out to the side, so knees are nice and bent, back is straight, arms are extending. This posture strengthens our low back. It also starts to fire up those legs, and we are working our upper back muscles. This counteracts sitting at the computer all day or driving. Stay for 3, 2, 1. Knees nice and bent. Bring your hands down toward the earth, then rise up into chair. Tucking your belly up and in. Some people love this shape. I'll admit it's not one of my favorites. And yet, what gifts can I find? And you as well. Maybe it's this energy coming up into the body, being able to deal with things we don't like, and yet staying steady and curious. Last breath. The hands come down to the earth. Walk back into plank, starting with that left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Here we are in plank. Separate your feet a little bit at the back of your mat. Drop your heels to the left, and the right arm can rise. Left knee can be down or up, and you could even stack right foot on top of left. And breathe. So a nice side plank. 3, 2, 1. Right hand down and drop those heels to the other side. Dropping the right knee to the earth if you'd like. Left arm can lift. Maybe stack those feet and breathe. 3, 2, receiving the strength. 1. Left hand down, lower yourself all the way to your mat, hands by your chest. Tuck those elbows in, inhale, rise up, opening the front body, and exhale, we lower. We rise up by pushing into the earth, getting strong in those arms. Exhale, lower. Feel the rooted hip bones as you rise. Powerful and flexible. Down we come. Extend your arms out like airplane wings. Tuck your chin. Float your legs and fly. Here we are grounded in the center of our being, and we are reaching and growing stronger, feeling a lightness. 1 breath, and even if you're feeling heavy, then we're doing the work toward lightness. Exhale, release, hands by your chest, pushing up into table, and then moving back. Child's pose. Melting into the shape. Feel your hands on the earth. Stay here. Life is always tugging us backwards or forwards, but being present is such a gift. One more inhale and exhale. We rise to hands and knees. Take down dog like it's the most amazing opportunity in the world, and it is, because we can ground and rise. We can be present and steady, open and full of life. Inhale and exhale. Let's step or hop to the front and inhale, reach our hearts, and exhale, bow. Those arms go wide as we rise. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. Sweep your arms down and up. Breathe deep and exhale, flow. Inhale, that spine extends with energy. Exhale, step or hop back into plank. Your chaturanga, elbows go back. Inhale, lift that heart like you mean it. And exhale, taking that down dog. Seeing it as a new gift to open. Inhale, float that right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Glad for your strength. Inhale, extend. Bring that right knee to your left elbow. And knowing that we're doing the work to build strength. Inhale, rise. Step that right foot through. High lunge. Tuck your chin, bend into that right knee. I love Anjaneya Asana, high lunge, because there is so much energy in the body, and you have this wave-like action in your torso. Breathing, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the earth. Down dog vinyasa or 3-limbed vinyasa. And you get to choose. That's the gift of your yoga practice. Everybody meeting in down dog. So sometimes you get to pick the present. Which one you're gonna do. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, we rise without rushing. Exhale, mindfully, left knee to right elbow. With strength, we lift up. And exhale, with boldness, we step that left foot forward and rise up. We bend into the left knee and the heart comes up and back. Steady eyes. I think I love this shape because it is just so ready, strong and rooted, and yet facing forward with this energy. Inhale. Exhale, the hands return to the earth, down dog or your vinyasa. Inhale, up, and exhale, down dog. Stay for 3. Your chin can tuck up and in. 2 and 1. Step or hop forward and inhale, reach the heart and exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up exhale, hands to heart center. So step wide on your mat. Those toes turn out and we'll bend into our knees. So horse stance. So the knees are pressing back. We'll extend those arms forward, right arm under left arm. Take either your shoulders or hands in prayer, and we extend those fingertips up to the sky. The hips move back, and the heart drops so that it is parallel to the earth. And here, the gift is this amazing sense of being rooted on the earth, like a gorgeous, strong, and graceful horse. And yet the upper body is flying with the wings of an eagle. Last breath. Rise back up. Undo those arms. Push into your feet. Straighten your legs. Come up into star. You are reaching because you have the grounded feet. 3. Energized and light body. 2. 1, bend those knees. Again, bring your hands into prayer. Feel the energy of the earth coming up into you, feeding you. Extend those arms forward, left arm under. Hands to shoulders or prayer. Inhale, lift up. Hips go back, heart goes forward. Then feel the stretch in the hips while we're strengthening the quads. We're also getting a beautiful strengthener in the low back. And we can feel those feet planted on the earth. Rise up. Nice strengthener there. Push into those feet. Extend those arms up into star. Then bring your hands to heart center. Turn to the front of your mat. Step those feet together. Sweep your arms down and up. Inhale. And exhale, bow. Inhale, reach your heart. Exhale, step or hop back into a down dog, or you can do a vinyasa. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, everybody meeting up. Down dog. Pedal those feet. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bend your right knee and open at that right hip. Heart moving back. Inhale. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Drop your left heel down. Rise up, warrior 2. So bend into that right knee. And the right knee goes over that right foot, not in or out. Arms reach. Sink a little more into that right knee. With these kinds of poses, we usually stop at about 60%. So making sure we're at about 85%. Then left hand down, right arm up and over. Humble warrior. Shoulders relax and breathe. And come back to warrior 2. Now bend your right elbow. Left arm comes under. Hands to shoulders or prayer. Come on the ball of your back foot. That's a little bit awkward, but we try and stay steadfast. Now plant that right foot. Try and lift your left knee. Inhale. Stay here, or warrior 3 with eagle arms. So heart tips forward, left arm reaches back. And if you tip over, then the gift is practicing grit. 3, 2, 1, big step back with that left foot. Drop your left heel again. Inhale, lift up with those arms. We exhale, tuck down and in. Warrior two legs with eagle arms. Relaxing at the back of your heart. Knowing that you can do hard things, that it was not an easy vinyasa. So showing up and seeing what happens, last breath. The hands frame that front foot. Your choice, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, breathe. And exhale. Taking the gift of down dog. Feeling the rootedness and the rise. Inhale, lift that left leg. Bend the left knee to open the hip. Heart moves back. Make that breath as deep and even as possible. And left foot steps forward. Drop the right heel down, circling up. Bending into the left knee, extending those arms. And so knowing that warrior two is this sense of fierceness, rootedness, and readiness. And it has this powerful reach coming out of our heart center. Right hand down, right leg, left arm up. And breathe. Feeling the rooted feet, the open side body on the left side. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. And bend that left elbow, right arm comes under, hands to shoulders or prayer. Come on the ball of that back foot. I'm intentionally making that part a bit wobbly so we can work with that. Inhale, stay. Exhale, you might bow or maybe lift that right leg. And I am literally looking at a dust bunny to try and stay balanced. And breathe. 3, 2, 1. Bending the left knee, big step back. That right heel drops. Inhale, lift up with those elbows. And exhale, back. Keeping it real. Rooted. Curious, persistent, and playful. Inhale and exhale. Let's undo those arms, frame that front foot, down dog, or your vinyasa. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, down dog. Your feet can stay parallel, or you could bring your feet to touch. It's a slightly different experience in down dog. So making the choice that works for you. Inhale and exhale. Let's look up at our hands. Step your right foot outside your right hand, left foot outside your left hand. Bend those knees. You can stay up high in a high malasana or keep dropping those hips down. Palms can be together. You can also gently bring your fists together and try and open those knees. Where can you feel that breath? Inhale and exhale. Receptive to what we are experiencing. Last breath. The hands return to the earth, a slow lift of those hips. Feet turn in, hands to your hips, tuck your chin, and rise up. Moving those shoulders, walking it out, planting your left foot The right foot steps back to your triangle distance. The arms float, reaching that left arm forward, right arm up. The left knee can slowly straighten. You might look up to the sky. So that top hip drops down just a little, but the top shoulder opens. And appreciating what the neck is doing right now. Our heads weigh about 10 pounds. So we are strengthening the muscles in our neck. Inhale. Exhale, moving to half moon. So right hand can come down. You walk those hands forward. Float that right leg, flex that foot. Both hands can stay on the earth, or try and lift that right arm. And here, for me, the gift in this shape is a working radiance, because we have to work to stay balanced. And in that, we have this opportunity to grow long and radiant in our limbs. Last breath. Take a big step back with that right foot, rising back up. Warrior two. So now bring both hands inside that left foot. And you inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, bow. So that's a gorgeous hip opener. You can also extend your arms. So left arm goes under left leg, right arm airplanes out to the right, and you breathe. So it's up to you what you choose to do. 3, 2, 1. Everybody frame that front foot. Come on the ball of your back foot, stepping right foot forward. Your feet are about hip width apart. Bend your knees. Your 2 peace fingers take your big toes. Inhale, extend that spine, and exhale, bow. Knees might move towards straight. Relax your head and neck. Lift up on that belly. Receiving the gift of new perspective in this shape, of letting your heart be above your head. Last breath. The knees bend and hands to your hips. Tuck your chin, roll up. Moving those shoulders, walking it out. And we go to the other side. Right foot plants. Step that left foot back. It doesn't have to be quite so far. Arms float. And in we go. Receptive to the shape. So almost letting the shape take us. Left hip drops down a little, left shoulder opens. Maybe looking up toward that left thumb. So we receive the gifts the posture can offer. We receive that breath deep into our bellies. Moving to half moon, left arm can come down, bend that right knee, walk those hands forward, left leg might float, stay with both hands on the earth or lift that left arm, flex the left foot. And sometimes the posture gifts us with persistence, with stick-to-itiveness. Breathe. Last breath. Big step back with that left foot. Both hands come inside that right foot. We inhale, lift our hearts, and exhale, bow. This might be where we stay, or right arm can go under right leg, left arm can airplane out to the left. What do we feel? Where can our body release as we are held in place? Last breath. We bring those hands to frame that front foot. We step our left foot forward, knees are bent. This time slip your hands under your feet. Inhale, extend that spine. Exhale, bow. Knees might straighten. Lifting up on the belly, pushing down on those big toe mounds. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. The knees bend, hands to your hips, tuck that chin, and rise up. Gorgeous, moving those shoulders, planting your right foot, lift your left knee, coming into standing figure 4. We flex the left foot, cross that ankle, stay up, or the booty moves back. You can keep your hands at your hips, bring them to your heart, take that top leg, or you can hold that bottom leg or bring your hands to the floor. Left ankle flexes to protect the left knee. Sometimes what we receive in the posture is intense. We breathe into that. And when we breathe, we soften and become even more receptive. Push into that right foot, standing back up, and walk it out. Planting that left foot, floating the right knee. Flex and cross. Stay up, or you start to bend that left knee, the bum goes back, and then you choose where your hands want to go. Flexing that right ankle to protect the right knee. Notice if your shoulders are crowding your neck. It's great to try and tuck them back and in. Breathe into that low belly. Inhale, exhale, and rise up and walk it out. Okay, yogi's choice, tree or dancer. So left foot will ground, tree is where that right foot comes to your left leg. Dancer is where you bend that right knee. You might grab the inner or outer ankle and then move into your shape. If you're in tree, hands might be to heart or lift up. Dancer, you kick that right foot up and back. Left arm might reach forward and down. Planting those eyes to steady the mind. Inhale and exhale. Reversing slowly up and out. And walk it out. We plant that right foot with intention. Taking tree or dancer. So here we have this connection to the earth. And then the upper body is reaching and growing organically into the shape. We receive this grace and strength, balance and grit, and rise up and walk it out. Coming once again to the top of your mat, both feet side by side. Sweep your arms down and up. Inhale. Exhale. Bow. Inhale, grow long in your spine. Exhale, step or hop back into plank. Lower yourself all the way to the earth. The forearms come to the earth. So here we are in Sphinx. You can stay or bend both knees and grab those ankles. Perhaps coming up into bow. Open up the heart. I like to tuck my chin, whichever shape you are in. And we tuck those shoulder blades around the spine. Feel the rooting of those pelvic bones on the earth. And then a gentle curve. Inhale. And exhale, lower. The hands come to your chest. Press up. Coming to table. The left toes will kick off the left side of the mat. So they just go over to the left. Reach your right leg long. Right arm can lift. Right leg can float. You might stay here or bend that right knee. Grab that right ankle and open up and back. So if the right leg is extended, you are strengthening the IT band. Really important for stability. If you are binding, it turns it into a heart opener. Relax the shoulders, receiving the shape. Last breath. And release. Right hand down, right knee down. We switch sides, so the right toes kick off. Extend that left leg. Lift your left arm. The left leg might float and you stay. You can also bind and kick that left leg up and back. Softening into the shape. So receptivity is really saying yes. And we can say yes because we have this structure that is safe and supporting us. And release. Left hand down, left knee down. We're moving into fallen triangle. So to start, we're going to slowly press up and back into a down dog. Pedal those feet to let those hips open. We'll start with the right leg. Inhale, right leg floats up to the sky. We want to receive as much length as we can. Bend that right knee. Right knee comes in towards your heart. So you're in like a high plank with your knee tucked. Then right leg goes over to the left. Knee can be straight or bent. Fall on the inner left foot. The higher you move your right leg toward that left hand, the harder it is. Left arm might float. This is a challenging shape. We do what we can. Sometimes what we're receiving is the truth of we're ready to show up, ready to work. Take one more breath. And left hand down, moving into pigeon. So right knee behind right wrist, dropping on down on that left leg. Inhale, sitting up, you might stay, or fold forward into pigeon. The shoulders relax. That breath is a means by which we can soften and surrender. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, tuck those back toes, stepping back to a down dog. And breathe. We'll go to the other side. Intentionally lift that left leg. We have length. With strength, we pull that left knee in. You extend that left leg over to the right, fall on the inner right foot. Right arm might lift to the sky. Taking any modification you need. And breathe for 3. Open at that heart center, strong. 2, 1. Right hand down. That left knee bends. Transition into your pigeon. Right leg scoots back. The heart might lift. You might hang out here or fold forward. A deep opening in the left hip. A getting heavy in that right hip. That brings your body into alignment. Grow long in that neck, soft in your jaw and face. And inhale, up we come. And let's just swing that back foot forward. The heels come to the earth, the knees are bent. We extend those arms, interlace your hands, and release your index fingers. I like to think of my Charlie's Angels gun. Drop your chin and hold. So we want to hold, and yet we don't want to do so with tension or strain. So it is this strengthener, and you might notice those IT bands are talking loudly at you, at least mine are. Stay for 3 if you can, otherwise shake it out. 2, 1, bring the soles of those feet together. Now we release, inhale, lift, and exhale, bow over the legs. And here those hips are opening. And if your knees are up high, sometimes the hips don't like to open externally. They prefer to open internally, so it might actually have to do with your anatomy rather than how flexible you are. So just kind of seeing and breathing and receiving the shape and the way your body receives the shape. Last breath. We rise up. And now we'll either do rock the baby or a reclined posture. So to start, your left knee is bent and you take that right leg and you move it. So getting everything loose, you might just hold on to that shin. You might bring your calf into your elbows. You might also wrap your arms around that right leg and sit up tall. And you can move that body. So this might be your shape. You can also just bring your left elbow under that right ankle and slowly lower yourself down. Then your right elbow might come under as well, hands in prayer. You might flex that right foot. So it's basically rock the baby, you're just down on your back. Some people's heads can go all the way to the earth, mine cannot. What we're doing is kind of like a pigeon, but rather than pressing down, we are pulling down if you're on your back. Stay for 3, relax those shoulders. 2, 1, release. If you're on your back, bend both knees, rock yourself back up to seated. That right knee bends and we do it on the other side. So to start, we just move that left leg around. And you might simply hold that calf and pull it in. You might bring it into your elbows or wrap your arms around that leg and walk your left hip forward. Staying upright is amazing. You can also bring just your right elbow under that left ankle. Your left hand lowers you down. Then your left arm also comes under that left shin, hands in prayer, and you gently lean back. I like to flex both feet, soften in those shoulders, receiving the shape, length in your spine. And release, bending both knees if you're on your back and rocking up. And taking boat, so those arms extend, your heels might float, your legs might extend. For 3, tuck that chin. And 2. And 1, hands come to the earth. Soles of the feet together. This time push your heels away from you into diamond. You can hold on to those shins. Inhale, sit up. And exhale, come forward. Your forearms might be on your lower legs, or those arms might come under your legs. Palms to the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. Keeping the mind present on that breath, because the breath is one of the most efficient or beautiful ways to get the body to a space where it says, oh, I'm okay. I can surrender. I can let go and be open and quiet inside. Inhale, roll yourself up. And exhale, extend your arms, lower yourself onto your back. Draw one knee in, the other knee in. Your arms can come out to a T. Drop your knees to the right. You can look left. If you'd like, you can straighten those legs, but you don't have to. So either bent knees or straight legs, and we're twisting open to the left. Seeing if we can soften in the shoulders and the eyes. And bending those knees if your legs are straight. Legs come up. Drop your knees gently to the left. Straightening your legs if you did it on the other side. And so sometimes the gift is not taking the hardest shape. Your body might just be like, can we just Be okay with a choice that isn't always work. And hopefully we can answer yes to that. It is okay to rest and to not push harder. Last breath. Those knees bend, come on to your back, and extend those legs up to the sky. Your hands reach up to the sky. Let your chin move towards your heart. Melt those shoulders toward the earth. In this shape, receiving how the blood can flow in the opposite ways from usual. Receiving the nourishing energy that is quiet and grounded. From here, you can take happy baby where your knees bend, you grab your shins or edges of those feet and you might rock. You could also extend your legs into a wide V if you want to get into the inner thigh. Relaxed. A beautiful, sweet groundedness. And now surrender completely in your Shavasana. The feet can come to the earth and your knees drop together, or soles of the feet together, knees wide, or legs long, palms turn up. And this is the ultimate shape of receptivity and release. Radiant in your heart, let it go, head to toe, quiet now, hush, be well, quiet now, hush, be well, radiant in your heart, let it go, head to toe, quiet now, hush, be